Yes. It is 2022. We're back. Run tell that. Coach Sam Carter, run tell that. We are back. This is time of resolution and revelation. Resolution and revelation. Coach Sam Carter.
2022. My man, another year the Lord has blessed us. Thank you, Lord, for this year. Thank you, Lord, for our time. Thank you. We start. Bam. That's our prayer. You don't have to take all day. The Lord hear you. The Lord knows my heart. Look here, 2022. My man, this year, take it up. All the resolutions, all the people who have started. Good. I'm glad you have started. This is great. But this is a message for all the ones who have started. And this is a great message that take this and remember this throughout these next couple of months. Take this message. And the message comes back from when you were a baby. When you were in your mama's womb and you were born in this world and to soothe you. And your parents at the end of the night, this is a nursery rhyme.
Okay.
You're going to learn a nursery rhyme. The first thing you're going to learn in 2022 is a nursery rhyme. And that nursery rhyme, Dr. Jamal, ask me what that nursery rhyme is.
I'm in pre-K right now. I'm in pre-K now. Coach Carter, I'm in pre-K right now. So what is the nursery rhyme?
That nursery rhyme is row your boat. Row your boat gently down the stream.
Yes.
Merrily. Life is but a dream. Let's say it again. Here we go. Say it again. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life is but a dream. Say it with me, Dr. Jamal. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life is but a dream. One more time, America, say it with us. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life is but a dream. Hey, and you start a new exercise program. You start this 2022, new year, new you. How do you start it? Remember, row your boat. Now, what does that mean? What does row your boat mean? The first line, row what? Whose boat? Their boat? His boat? Her boat? Who boat?
My boat.
Your boat.
My boat.
Row your boat. Row your boat. Row your boat. And the first thing when you want to row your boat is you got to find out where you are. You got to find out who you are. You got to find out how much you weigh. That's the first thing. Because we got to have measurements. How much you find out. So you put it on a piece of paper. You put it down. You put today's date on the top of it. And you write down your name at the top, the date, and you put down your weight.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Your height, and when you listen up, most of the people listen up, your height is pretty much stopped. If you're a male, your height is stopped, going up around 17 and 18, you're done. You're a female, your height stopped around 15, 14, 15, 16, you're done. So your height, pretty much, that's it, what you got. So most of the people listen to this show, unless we got some young viewers, most people listen, so you ain't growing so much. And in fact, like we told you in the past, you are longer than you are tall. So if you want to squeeze out, and you pass the age of 17 as a male, and you pass the age of 15 and 16 as a female, if you want to say your true length, lay on the ground and measure yourself. You are actually longer than you are tall. We talked about that a couple of shows ago. But anyway, find out your weight. You got to find out what your weight is. You got to find out what your weight is. And we got to be realistic. The only way, you got to be true to yourself. You got to roll your boat. You don't measure somebody else's boat.
I don't need to grab somebody else.
No.
Let me get yours.
No. My boat. So in your boat, get yours. How much do you weigh? Now, when you put how much you weigh, you find out your height. Now, there's a thing called a body mass index that insurance companies and people in the hospitals use to determine where you are in the scale. And you can look this up. If you divide your height and your weight, it's a ratio between your height and your weight. And it comes up with a number. Put it in your phone and you can go to body mass index and you put the numbers in. If your number is below 18 and a half, then they consider that underweight. If your number is between 18.6 and 24.9, they consider that's ideal. That's ideal. Body mass index, ideal. That's ideal. If your number is between 25 and 30, you consider overweight. Overweight. They consider you overweight. And anything above 30 and above, obese. So let me do the numbers. In America, 65 to 70% of all Americans are overweight. So that means they have a body mass index. Their height to weight ratio is above 25, right? That means that's in America. So 65 to 70% of all adults are considered overweight. Overweight. Now, obese, of those ones are overweight, how many from 30 and above? They consider 30% of those are obese.
Okay.
They are obese. And obese is having a body mass index of above 30. So you can calculate, row, your boat. You don't calculate my BMI. You don't calculate Dr. Jamal BMI. You don't calculate your neighbor's BMI. You calculate yours. You're not concerned about my BMI. You're not concerned about Jamal BMI. You're not concerned about your neighbor's BMI. You're concerned about yours. You don't compare yourself to my BMI. You don't compare yourself to Jamal BMI. You don't compare yourself to your neighbor's BMI. You compare yourself to yours. Your BMI is your BMI.
That's my confidential business right there for my body. That's my CI right there. That's my CI.
So my BMI is my BMI. And what you do with your BMI is your BMI. And what your neighbor do with their BMI is their BMI. And what I do with mine is mine. So that's your body mass index. You have yours. You put it on your paper and you put it where you want it. In your bathroom, beside your bed, you make a tablet. It's your number one measurable. What's my BMI? My body mass index. Now, the thing about body mass index, there is something we call body composition. And this is something you don't have to get crazy into. But for people who lift weights like Dr. Jamal and myself, our body mass index is going to be a little higher because of the fact that muscle weighs more than fat. So we don't grow higher. And Dr. Jamal sent me a text. Tell him about the text you sent me about the pants, Dr. Jamal. Listen to this.
Okay.
Ears.
We're going to have to rewind, Coach Carter.
Ears.
Because we started Coach Carter back in November of 2019.
Yes.
And so in November 2019, I had noticed something in like December of 2019, the end of December. I had noticed that, I'm wearing like a 38. And my shirts was like, had to be like large, extra large at points. And then I started going, it's like, okay, wait a minute. Like 1 month of being with Coach Carter, I'm like, okay, it's not fitting the same way. Then what happened, we come into January, February, I know it's like, okay, I got some suits altered, like I had shared with y'all. The suits ain't fitting right no more, so I'm mad. It's so good. My weight going down. So now it's like we come to the spring. It's like up there. Coach Carter could be around like 176 on the day, 176, 177. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. There's a difference because I see the clothes all different. I can't even fit the clothes no more. 95% of my clothes. But then what happens is this. I notice now my weight started going up like 180, 183. And so now we're coming to the fall. It's like now like 188. I'm like saying, okay, wait a minute.
Going up. Weight going up.
And so then I started doing some strange stuff. I'm like, when I had the 38, it wasn't looking good no more. So I had to go get a 36.
Right.
36 ain't looking good no more. So then I got to go to a 34.
Right. Weight's going down.
So now what happened? Now I'm ballooned up to now from 177. So it's 176. I'm like 196. And guess what? My weight's 33.
Yes.
Right now, my weight's 33. I'm like saying, Coach Carter, wait a minute. I said, my weight not going back up. When I was over 200 plus pounds, I had like a 38 waist, you know. But now, I'm like going back to 196. I'm about to hit 200 again, but my weight's still it's even less. It's 33.
That's right. Because
I let it go back.
Another measurable is tape. You tape measure, tape around your waist. Because the fact is, his waist is getting smaller, which is a great direct indicator of heart health. All right, you want the smaller your waist. Where fat is stored on your body is very important. If you can get the fat off of your gut, you can ask your doctor, go online. Your chances, even if you're bigger in the arms, your chances of any kind of cardiovascular health disease drops. So what we do is, the more muscle he has, the more dense he is, the heavier he is, but he is taking up less space on his body. So therefore, Dr. Jamal body mass index would be higher. It probably would show obese. So what we do is we don't use a body mass index for somebody with a body composition with arms like that, because his body composition is more muscular. So don't fool yourself. You compare yourself to you. You look at you weigh yourself and you tape yourself and you use these measures. You tape your waist, you tape your hips, and you see, like he said, 33. It was a 34, it was a 35, it was a 36. You tape it, be honest, write it down. Put the date on it, write it down, because you got to measure something. So write it down. Your tape measure is different than Dr. Jamal's tape measure, different than my tape measure, different than your neighbor. These numbers are your boat. So tape. So body composition and body mass index are two different things. You can have a body mass index of 30 plus and but my body mass index is above 30. I am 5'11" and a half, 222 pounds. If you put that in, you're going to see but 30. But my waist is a 32, 33 because of the weightlifting, So I'm denser, right? So for you, your job is to calculate your body mass index, calculate your BMI. Now, they serve body composition. They sell these things in the stores where you stand on it. I have a body composition measurement, but they sell them in the stores. You want to measure, if your composition, like Dr. Jamal, you want to measure before you start drinking water. Your best measurement, your true weight, is when you get up in the morning. Your best body mass index is when you first get up in the morning. Your best heart rate is when you first, because that's when you at your rawest. That's when you at your, I done slept, I'm up. This is the true me. When the day goes on, you have stuff going on, you eat, you drink, blah, blah, blah. But true me, if you want to do the best time. Now, the second best time to do all these measurements is when you do it. The best time is when you get up in the morning. But the second best time is just do it. So if you miss the morning, something happens in the morning, you got to go out, you got to run out. Don't fret. Just do it at 12. Do it at 1. Do it at 5. Just get it done. Don't worry. I can't believe it. Just get it done. Just get it done. So what we say is row your boat. Get the measurements. Get the weight. You know your height is consistent. Get the body mass index. Get the body composition. Get the tape measure. Understand that these measurements and what you see, you are trying to make them better for you. You compare you to you. You don't compare to me. You don't compare yours to Dr. Jamal. You don't compare yours to your neighbor. You compare them to you. Next line. Row row your boat gently down the stream, gently down the stream, gently down the stream. When you start your workout, and I see this so many times. Y'all see it? You start that workout and you are 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And you remember when you were 18 and you look online and you see these people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're like, ooh, I'm going to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You haven't been doing nothing for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, 30 years, and you jump into that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I tell the kids, just like everyone said, it's unfortunate. I tell this story, Dr. Jamal heard it. Every year, somebody in America hurts himself or, they kill themselves because of the fact that accidentally, because what happens is, I want to get in shape. They buy a weight set, especially mostly as a guy, right? I used to be the high school star, right? So the mother or the children get together and they buy them a weight room set. They get over, get them a weight room set, get her, bench press, squat, they get all that weight room set. Haven't lifted weights since he was 17, 18, 19, college, 21, 22. Now dad want to get in shape, he's 45, 50, 55. And we're going to surprise him on Christmas. We're going to put it in the basement. And they get him 300 pounds. And dad, remember, when he was in high school and college and he did 315. Dad this was when he was 23, 24 years old. This happens every year. Dad is now 45, 50, 55 years old. Dad walked down to the weight room. And Christmas. Surprise, Dad! Surprise! Guess what we got? We come down aisles, walk down. Open it up. Surprise, Dad! I got a weight room. I got a weight room. I gotta get a new year. I gotta wait January 1st. I'm gonna start my workout. I can't wait. Now watch what happens. Everybody they have Christmas. Oh, Dad, got to wait. I'm down there. They done got the room painted. They got the treadmill. They got the weights. They got that there. Dad, go down there.
Yeah, by myself.
Dad, go down there by himself. Now, they also get the most dangerous thing to a person. Dr. Jamal's going to grab one for me off that clip right there. One of those clips. Right there. That clip right there. This is the most dangerous thing to a person in the weight room. This thing right here is the most dangerous thing to a person in the weight room. When you buy your daddy or your mama that work set, especially your dad, and you buy all that weight, and now he's 50, and he worked out when he was 21, he bench pressed 315, and he remember doing 315 when he was 21, 22, and he was the big man on campus, and everybody said, oh, he's so crazy. Now he's 55. And you buy him clamps, and he goes down to that weight room, he gets up in the morning. On Monday, I'm going to start early. I'm going to get up early in the morning. I'm going to go down there and work out. But guess what? He doesn't go gently. He doesn't go gently. He puts on 315 pounds on that bar. And the most dangerous thing, he put a clamp on. What these clamps do is they allow the weight does not come off the bar. The weight, right, they slide the clamp on, now the weight does not come. It holds the clamp, and they do a good job of holding the clamp. And they, who haven't lifted weights in 30 years, put 315 on the bar, lifts it, and right. And because of the clamps, the weight won't come off.
That's right.
One person a year, look it up, in America. One person, it happens. This accident happens. Go gently. What dad should do is go to that weight room, down there, start with the bar. Start gently. I don't care if you walk out, Dad, just say, I just did the bar. I'm gonna tune in to go run till that. They're gonna tell me what to do. You're gonna start with the bar and go very, very light. You may put a 2.5 or 5. But if you lift by yourself, here's a public service announcement. If you lift by yourself, do not use clamps. Too dangerous. You're by yourself. If things go wrong, even if you have 50 pounds, 60 pounds, whatever, something go wrong, you catch a cramp, whatever. What happens, anything that happens, right? That clamp is going to prevent that weight from coming off of it. And so you can just turn it easily with that clamp on. Now, if you're with somebody, get a clamp. By yourself, no clamps. Public service announcement. By yourself, no clamps. So you got to start gently. And so when you start gently, you got to gently start the way you eat. Gently start. So that's the way you exercise gently. Gently start. So you got to substitute. The way you eat.
I like punching.
Yeah, me too. You got to substitute. You got to substitute the way you eat.
I I like my Coca-Cola and my peanut.
Right, but you got to substitute the way you eat. You got to substitute the way you eat. All right, you got to substitute. There it is. All right, I'm gonna lay them out, and me and Dr. Jamal, we're gonna have.
That's ham hock right there.
We're gonna have a contest.
Ham hock.
We're gonna have a contest.
I need to season my meat with ham hock.
Yeah, we're gonna have
my vegetables with ham hock.
We're gonna have a contest. Me and Dr. Jamal. We're gonna have a contest. Which one wins and which one loses? Which one wins and which one loses? Me and Dr. Jamal are gonna have a contest. We're gonna have a contest. We're gonna have a contest. Which one wins and which one loses? We're gonna have a contest. Which one wins and which one loses? All right, Dr. Jamal. Blind contest. All right, you don't look. We're gonna whichever we hold up is the one who's gonna win. All right, you pick up one, I'll pick one. All right, ready? Grab yours. Grab yours. Grab yours. All right, I got fish and Dr. Jamal got bacon. All right, so America, which one wins? Which one do you take? You take the fish or you take the bacon?
Everybody loves bacon. We like chocolate bacon, peanut butter bacon. We like all types of.
Fish wins. All right, God. Next one. All right, Dr. Jamal. Blind. Ready? Go. Take yours. Take yours. I got five. All right, I got five. Ooh, you got the you got the Boston butt. I got the strawberries. I got the strawberry.
We have fundraisers for Boston butt. We do this fundraiser.
But the strawberries got the good vitamins and minerals in it. It's gonna be healthy for you.
But it just got protein, Coach Carter.
Yeah, that protein, but it's got, see that white stuff, it's got a whole bunch of fat lying in there too. So the protein go in fat. The protein gonna go in. Protein and fat are cousins. They follow each other. All right, Dr. Jamal, close your eyes, pick the next one. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Jamal. It's gotta be a winner. We might have to.
I gotta season my food because now y'all know black folk, we gotta have salt in our food. Our food gotta be seasoned. We gotta have salt. I ain't even gotta taste the food. I know I go someplace, I gotta add salt to it automatic.
This is refined food in the package. You know we don't want to get refined food in the package. We try to stay away from packages. We try to get as close to nature as possible. In this instance, rarely, the salt wins.
I'm seasoning my food with salt. Because some people don't cook with salt in their food when y'all go out to eat. Y'all know that. I'm just saying.
Less salt. Less salt. Less salt. All right, here we go, Dr. Ball. Next round. Your pick. All right. Whoa!
My Coca-Cola.
That's soda. All right. This is romaine noodles in a pack. Now, you can boil the noodles, get the carbohydrates for energy. For the Coca-Cola, it's got you do the pluses for the Coca-Cola and the minuses.
Okay. Pluses is this right here. It helps me to burn. It helps me to burn. And it's good to use on my car battery, get the corrosive off of it. And so, with regard to that, and also I take my goody powder. I take my aspirin with this also. This is good right here. And also, we have something called Coca-Cola wine. So, which it's not really Coca-Cola, but I'm just saying Coca-Cola.
But it's too much sugar. It's way too much sugar. It's way too much sugar. This ain't much better, but the noodles beat the Coca-Cola. Next round. All right, close your eyes. Blind. All right, pick something. Pick Dr. Jamal. Pick. Bam. All right. Dr. Jamal got spinach and tomatoes. Ooh, and I got oatmeal. Is there such a thing as a tie? Is there such a thing as a tie? The spinach with the vitamins and the minerals, the tomatoes, the vegetables, you cannot beat it. Technically, tomatoes are fruit, but the tomatoes. And then the oatmeal with the fiber, the oatmeal that keeps you every day, keeps you flush and clean. The oatmeal, America. I think we have a tie.
Coach Carter, a tie is like kissing your sister. And I'm just saying, some people call this rabbit food. Because, as Americans, Coach Carter, we like steak and potatoes. We don't like rabbit food.
Yeah, but rabbit food, but in 2022, that rabbit food is going to keep you alive. And the oatmeal, it's like kissing your sister.
All right. Okay.
It's got to be a time there. It's got to be a time. All right, next one. All right, let's go. Close eyes, blind. Pick yours.
Oh, yeah.
God. Oils. Candy. This candy has a lot of sugar in it. This candy, if my low blood sugar, I can take 1 or 2 candy. That's the benefit of this candy. The negative of it is it's addictive because it's sugar. And it will cause weight gain because it makes my blood sugar level go up. Candy, oil.
It just has 60 calories, Coach Carter. It's just 60 calories. It's zesty. We have oil.
You win. The oil. Hey, but light. Light on the oil. Light on the oil. Light. All right. Next one. Pick yours. Blind. Oh, it's easy. It's not blueberries, berries, the chips. You have an argument? Do you? Okay. Do you have an argument?
This is called comfort food. Comfort food. Coach Carter, this is called comfort food. Comfort food. Funyuns, Coca-Cola. I sit down at my house.
It's a new year. 2022 is a new year.
With the kids.
But it's a new year.
We in the car.
It's a new year.
We stop by the convenience
store. But the reason why you are in the situation you are now, where you're 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight and you're immune compromised, is because of blueberries. All right. 2 more. All right, Dr. Jamal. Blind, pick yours. Blind. This is our show. We can do what we want to do.
We set the rules.
We set the rules. All right, cookies. All right. Okay, this cookie is comfort food. This cookie is the reason why I am where I am. I'm 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight. This cookie is good to dip in milk. And we have fundraisers and raise money with these cookies.
That's right.
And we make money for the Girl Scouts and different organizations and all that.
That's right.
And we don't have fundraisers for bananas. We don't have fundraisers for bananas. We don't rally around the banana. We don't have the girls. There's nobody standing in front of the stores with different boxes of bananas and talking about like, hey, give me a banana.
It's just a banana, Coach. It's nice, and it helps us to laugh when somebody slips on it, on the peel.
The banana beats the cookie. All right. Close your eyes. Come on, Dr. Pick yours. Grab it. All right. Grains. Cheese, milks. When you're young, you need this milk. When you're young, you need this cheese for development. But as you get older, past 25, you can back off of this. This milk, a lot is saturated. So back off of this. Dr. Jamal, make your argument.
Rice is good for you. Rice. We eat rice. Again, we in the South and we black. We eat rice for every meal. Rice. You gotta have rice. You don't have a dinner if you ain't got no rice. What is wrong with these people right here? We don't have no potatoes. We eat steak with rice. That's what we're doing. That's what rice, Coach Carter, rice.
I would, in this instance, Dr. Jamal, here's the thing. Limit the amount. We eat it. We eat too much of it, right? We have too much of this. Too much. It's good. Carbohydrates early. There is no minimum requirement for carbohydrates or maximum. There is a minimum requirement for proteins. There is essential amino acids that you have to live. There is essential fat that you have to live. There's no essential carbohydrates that you have to have. But what we like is they give you energy. It's good for you. All right? So, go gently.
And it could be red, brown, yellow. I'm just saying, rice.
Go gently. Go gently. All right. Dr. Jamal.
Yes, sir.
This candy fits?
Huh?
No, it doesn't. Around your house.
But it tastes good. My tongue is like.
But around your house, what I ask is, all the things that are on that floor, If you want it, it's got your bacon. It's got your chips down there. It's got your soda. All right. It's got your cookies down there. I'm not saying you don't have it. We talked about it. But if you want it, it's got your saturated fat down there. If you want it, you go get it. Don't store it. What we say is got your cookies. What we say is store your fruits, your vegetables. This is real fish, y'all. This is real fish. Your fish. Store this in place of that. You have your cookie, but don't store it. Store this. Now, let's go back to the nursery rhyme.
Okay.
Row your boat gently down the stream. Here we go. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, you got to go merrily, merrily, merrily. Now, when you start this journey and you don't went gently, gently, you don't roll, you don't went gently, gently, you got to go merrily. What's going to happen is you started working out and you're going to develop calluses. You got to be merrily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Yo, back. Yo, that's right. But you got to be merrily. Right? Life is going to get in the way. Dr. Jamal, sometimes he has to get papers done. But you know what? Dr. Jamal got to go merrily. He texts me and say, Coach, I know I got to get in the group in the evening, but I got to be merrily. Dr. Jamal, things are going to happen. People pass in your family. And they say, well, you can miss exercises. And you go to the funeral, you go to the repast. But guess what? You got to be merrily because you got to get back on it. Like when it's time for bad things are going to happen in your life. Because when you start changing the way you think about life and exercising and fit, all type of things, you're going to have all type of quirks. My back, my knee, my hip, my shoulder. But you always got to be merrily. Because what merrily does is merrily, 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 merrily. Life is, you got to think merrily. It is hard. It is hard. This workout stuff is hard. This workout, eating these nuts and putting this stuff is hard. It's hard. But you got to be merrily. You got to think merrily. You got to always in your mind be merrily. Bad things are going to happen, but you got to be merrily. You're going to have aches and pains. You got to be merrily. You're going to be down, depressed, and upset. All that's going to happen, you got to be merrily. You got to be thinking about when that weight, sometimes that thing going to whip your tail when you get into the gym, but you got to say merrily. You're not going to have enough water. You're not going to have enough time, but you got to get to the weight room because you got to be merrily. People not going to show up. You're going to say, hey, meet me at the gym at this time, and they're not going to show up. They're going to call and cancel, but you got to go anyway because you got to be merrily. You got to always think merrily. You got to always be merrily. You got to have a mindset in your body and in your mind that whatever happens, whatever comes through that door, whatever that weight does, if they close that gym down, they close the gym down, I got to get out to this park. I got to do something. I got to be merrily. And so what I tell the story about merrily is this. People try to put their merrily in the things. And the things they put in there because in those closets, what I see is a whole bunch of people go out and buy and try to buy their merrily in the form of vitamin. And Dr. Jamal is going to pull out a vitamin at a time. And we just did a competition on Gently Down the Stream. But watch this. That's a vitamin. That's a vitamin. Vitamin A. There is no vitamin A. Dr. Jamal, pull out another vitamin. We'll put it right next to it. There is no vitamin C. There is no vitamin. Dr. Jamal, pull out another vitamin next to it. Vitamin E. There is no vitamin. There's Dr. Jamal, pull out another vitamin. There's a next one. There's a next one. Dr. Jamal, pull out another one. Vitamin D. Pull out another one, Dr. Jamal. There's a B complex vitamin D. Pull out another one, Dr. Jamal. All of the vitamins, any vitamin, put it there. Boom. There's the calcium. Pull out another vitamin, Jamal. Pull out another one. Boom. There's your iron. Pull out another vitamin, Jamal. Pull it out another. Boom. There's your riboflavin. Pull another. It doesn't matter. This is a multivitamin. It's got them all. It's got them all. It's got them all. There is no vitamin. None. Zero. None. Nothing you take is better than a well-rounded eating plan. There is no vitamin better than fruits and vegetables and grains and nuts and seeds. None. You can look it up. People go out, vitamin C, none of them.
Wait a minute, Coach Carter. The ecstasy, they tell us to take. They tell us to take this.
There's no vitamin.
This is good for flu,
There is-
cold, and COVID. They tell us
You know what's
to
better? You know what's better than that? That's the thing. Better than eating real vitamin C. Getting it in food. You have people, Dr. Jamal. You have people.
I guess I gotta put this up.
You have people that will eat the stuff that we do on that floor and take a vitamin and think they're covered.
Yes, sir.
That's not how it works.
Coach Carter, Coach Carter. I see that on TV. I hear that. Coach Carter. That's what it. I can eat all that right there as long as I do that. And hey, I'm fine.
Dr. Jamal.
I'm getting my nutrients in my bag. I'm getting all that. What I'm supposed to get on a daily basis.
Dr. Jamal, there is no vitamin. There is none. There's only one exception. When a woman is pregnant with folic acid.
Okay.
That's it. Well, with folic. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. But no vitamin D, no vitamin C. There's no vitamin D, no vitamin C, no vitamin E, what's that on the back of that thing, Dr. Jamal? Okay, look at me. This rip off some of the vitamin.
A, C, D, E, niacin, vitamin B6, B12, biotin, pancreatic acid, chromium, molybdenum, sodium.
There is no vitamin that's in this or anybody selling in the store is better than a better diet. None. You got to go merrily. There is none. I see people taking all these medications, all this kind of stuff, and they're like, they sit, they use killing, they eating crazy foods and stuff like. Eat better food. Now. Once you eat better food and you go to your doctor, and the doctor, you look at your doctor, you get your blood work, and you might be low in a little bit of vitamin this. But you take that, you let him prescribe it, or let her prescribe it. Let her prescribe it. But what you do not do, taking this, I'm taking all these vitamins and I'm keeping me boosting your own. You know the best way to boost your own immune system is eat better food and exercise.
So, Coach Carter.
Yes.
You're trying to say that I cannot have my buffalo shrimp, tilapia, swordfish burger with 4 cheeses and all types of lettuce and with the special honey sauce and all that.
You can, but you got to put it inside of your.
And I can eat it with that, with the vitamins, right? The vitamins help me, right?
No. You can have that, but remember, in your meals throughout the week, it's that, and you have it. That's fine, and you have it. But remember, 90% of the rest of your meals. That's 90% of the rest of your meals. This is, see, what happens with us is we are doing 90% of that and getting 10% of the meals and thinking of vitamin and thinking, my vitamins. Vitamins are not insurance plans. Vitamins are not insurance plans. They are supplements. You supplement what you already do well. If you don't eat well, if you're not eating 90% of your food out of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, if you're not drinking mostly water, all right, if you're not doing that, don't take a vitamin. You are wasting your money. You are wasting in fact, in some cases with vitamin E and vitamin A, you may be poisoning yourself. You are wasting your money. You have the most expensive urine in the city. Eat better food.
Coach Carter.
Eat better food, exercise 3 to 4 days a week. That's way better than any multiple thing. The sun is better than the D, the vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Get out, go outside, go walk outside, get fresh air. You are designed for that. People are looking for some kind of miracle, and everybody's jumping in a miracle in a vitamin, and they think that this is, let me take this, I don't want to get this, I don't want to get that, they'll take this. But if you don't want to eat better food. And better, we just find what better food is. Eat better food.
Coach Carter, my doctor prescribes the vitamins to me. They tell me to take the vitamin. They tell me go to get an over-the-counter vitamin. I can go to Kroger's and Publix. I can go get this. I can go to the vitamin shop. I can go to GNC. I can go to the health food store. But my doctor said, just go ahead and get the vitamins.
In most cases, your doctor has tried to tell you to eat better and you won't. And so you're just like, well, let me try something that might motivate. And these people are motivated, but I'm going to tell you, that's you going down the path. And remember, our disclaimer, me and Dr. Jamal, I am not a doctor. Dr. Jamal is a doctor of education. But what I'm telling you is I'm a trainer. I'm an athletic trainer. What we tell you, go research it. Look it up online. Look at people who study this. Vitamins do not beat whole foods. Vitamins do not beat real food. Vitamins do not beat, in most cases, there is no difference. And you won't see no difference with somebody taking vitamins and somebody who don't take vitamins. There is no, it don't do nothing. But in your mind, here's the benefit of vitamins. If you believe that vitamin does something, you take it, but you still eat your good food. But if you eat bad food, and you eat most of the food we threw on the floor, and you take a vitamin, you're not doing it. It's nothing to it. It's not doing anything.
Wow.
And your doctor's prescribing a vitamin because you may be deficient in something. I can't go against what your doctor says. But what I'm telling you is this: eat better food, America. 65-70% of us are overweight. Eat better food. If you eat better food and exercise and reduce your stress and be around good people, we don't talk about this in other shows. That's how you go merrily, 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 merrily. You want to be merrily, merrily, merrily? Then this next line, merrily, merrily, and healthy. From the top, here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
Life is but a dream.
We can't.
I can't have my vitamins, Coach Carter, so I ain't happy right now. I'm listening to you, but I guess I gotta eat real food.
Real food. We tell you, we cannot add days to your life. Even with this stuff, even with this, there is no man on the nothing to add days to your life. Dr. Jamal and I, he comes to these young people. We have experience with young people, young people who've passed for some reason or another, older people who've passed. We don't know the day of the hour, but what we can, after merrily, 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 we can say life is but a dream. We can say that life, we can add life to your days. We can't add days to your life, but by eating, taking care of yourself and exercising and having a diet well-rounded with good food and surrounding yourself with good people, you are the average of the 3 or 4 friends that you have. We can put life in your days. And that's what me and Dr. Jamal in this show we try to do. We put life in your days. We put life in your days. There is nothing that can be said that said you're going to have more days to your life. Nothing. People try to predict it. Don't smoke. Don't drink excessive alcohol. But I know a man who smoked every day and he lived at 97 years old. He's an outlier. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is this. Add life to your days. We add life. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life. We like life. We push life. Positively life. We know bad things are going to happen to people, but we know that bad things are going to happen to us. But we're positive not because we know that we're never going to get bad days. We're going to get bad days. But I'm positive, Dr. Jamal positive, because I know that when the bad days come, I'm going to be fine.
Yes.
I know how to deal with it. I'm dealing with it. I'm boosting my immune system. I'm eating well. I'm exercising. I'm surrounding myself with good people who tell me the truth. It don't have to always be the one I want to hear, but tell me the truth. Sometimes the truth hurt, but I need to know it. All right. Then I de-stress, right? And you take naps. We talked about all that stuff. But this, you are beginning. This is January. All the numbers say, all the research say, but most of you who start in January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is going to quit by Valentine. They know by Valentine. All of the gyms are packed. All of the people have taken in these new members. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, because it's gonna hurt and it's gonna, and you go too fast. And then you're looking at what somebody else is doing. Look at what they do. And then you start out too fast. And then you're not merely. Things happen, you're like, oh, I'm sad. Oh, you make for excuses. And then by Valentine's, middle of that, by February, Valentine's, you're back. You're done. It's over. And what we want to do is tell you in your life, row, yo, remember, gently down the street, merrily, life, you're going to be fine. Keep tuning in, you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. Life is but a dream. Dr. Jamal, you see those arms. He started out, and he was like, just keep going. Come on. Now he's a motivator, and you keep pushing it. But life, that's what you're doing it for. Your life. It's too many people leaving. And they want to blame it on this and that and COVID and that. And I'm like, boost your own immune system. You get the best defense against COVID. There's no better defense than you making yourself better. Abraham Lincoln said, if I had 5 hours to chop down the tree, I'll spend 4 hours sharpening my axe. Spend 4 hours sharpening your own axe. There's nothing you can do. There's no pill you can buy. There's nothing better than you. There's no shot better than you boosting your own immune system. Eat better foods. Take care of yourself. If you smoke, don't smoke. If you drink excessively, reduce your drinking excessively. Surround yourself with people who going to say, come on, let's go. You can do it. Check in. Tune in to us. Tune in to us. We're going to keep you going. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to eat great food. Eat great food. If you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, the fastest way to lose weight is reduce the amount of calories. All these diets work. If you reduce the amount of calories, eat better foods. Stop eating so many fatty foods. Eat better foods and exercise. Go out, exercise. Whole body, 3 to 4 days a week. Sweat. Measure it. Have your measurables. And be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Put your measurables down and be honest. Because when you are honest with yourself will be honest to you.
That's right.
Dr. Jamal.
That's right. And just to share this with you, I wore this shirt intentional because this is one that I used to wear last year. And so again, the development. And so now I'll let y'all know this, that Coach Rob DeLoach, I was a little mad with him. During the spring of last year, he said, so I'm here with these young athletes, these college football players and basketball players, and also high school players. And so then he said, you're going to be like them next year. I'm like saying, I ain't really like them next year. I need to be like this right now. But the deal was, I realized that it is a tried and true process. It's a process. It's a continual process. So that way I can look at the measure from last year, from November last year to now, is there. Now, again, it's right there. And so as I share with you all that this is about revelation and resolution, and we do a revolution. So I can give y'all a revelation right now, revelation. Some people are not aware, but I got to go and put it out there. Now, ignore what anybody says after this. We now know the place as Heaven B. Jenkins High School now. Heaven B. Jenkins High School. And Coach Sam Carter was trained over there.
No. You don't believe that.
For the new year, Revelation for the new year, Julius Hall with the summer camp over there. So to let y'all know that.
You don't believe that.
That was the deal with Revolution. And so again,
check the history, check the record book. Go to see Coach Jordan. But when you believe that, you substitute history for mythology, and then now the myth begins to perpetuate all over.
So that's like Maryland, life was but a dream. So, but I got thrown out there. I had one of my great scholars, and I had one of them join us today, but he had to go to church to do something for his mother also. And he is now stationed in the Marine Corps in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Yeah.
Camp Lejeune.
So, but he and I was sitting down talking yesterday. Again, I had him when he was at Savannah State. And so what occurred, and I asked a question in the class, and he I was like, yo, you better talk up in front of the class with 80-some people in it. I'm like, you in the front row, you right here, I can't even hear you. You better talk up. Now, see how some people take that. They were like, wow, he just jumped all over him. Other people say, that's Jamal. So they like, Jamal really embarrassed him like that. But this young man, as opposed to him, cowering and like falling by the wayside, he sucked it up. Then what was so funny, before he went to Marine Corps, because he still at Savannah State, so he decided to go ahead and enlist. So that's what he did. And so, and folks were inside the office one day, they were looking with the same classmate, and they were like, you remember, you used to say nothing. But as soon as Jamal they got you, we can't even shut you up anymore. So he took the lesson. He took that. And again, I'm not saying, hey, listen, you're from Savannah.
Right.
You don't be acting like that. You don't be all mealy-mouthed. And so I'm saying that to some of y'all right now. There are things that are happening right now here. And not just here in Savannah, but across the entire country. And some of us are mealy-mouthed. That life is not merely for some people. Life is not a dream for some people. For some people, it is heaven. It is heaven for some people, and it is hell for others.
Preach it.
How can we come into the new year and we have 4 shootings? 4 people being shot. And then guess what happened? Folks don't go and look at the people in the environments where most of the shootings have occurred. They look at where one shooting took place at, where you have people of influence, people of money. Then they're going to say, oh, we need to have more police in this area right here, of the people who have the influence, who have the money. I then had to fire off something because, again, I want life to be a dream for my people too. So I had to fire off an email to some folks and say to them, like, listen here, you see what the media is saying? They're saying that they need more policing. I said, this is not about more policing. This is about quality of life. But Coach Sam Carter is saying how you need to eat, that's part of quality of life. With regard to you just not taking vitamins and you're not eating healthy, that's quality of life. And I might say, so the quality of life has been damaged in some of our communities across the entire country. Yes, I just talked about the 4 shootings in Savannah, but guess what? We know that it's happening across the entire country where we've seen people get shot and some people lose their lives tied to violence, and that no one is concerned about life being a dream for those people in those communities. Across the entire country. And some of us are mealy-mouthed and that we're looking at things that are not about helping us. We must be about the revolution. Oh, let me tell you what my boy said. His name is Stephen Simmons. And he said to me while we sit down at a place called Creole Kitchen that we did the Kwanzaa Crawl.
Kwanzaa Crawl. We're going to get by the Kwanzaa Crawl. Shout out.
And so what then happened, he said, I told him, Jamal, he said, you can kill the revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. I said, oh, boy. I said, see what happened. The seed got planted in him for him to make that change, and he did that. Just like Coach Carter said, Jamal, this is what you got to do. Jamal, you got to work. That wind don't care about anything, Jamal. You got to do that. That's what he's talking about.
Say it again. You can.
You can kill the revolutionary.
You
can kill the revolutionary. You cannot kill the revolution. Then he added another element to it. He then said, you can kill the liberator, but you can't kill freedom. And I'm looking at him like, I said, this is what I'm talking about. I said, you have not taken it to another level. The very thing that we discussed, the very thing that I shared in the class, when I said, no, you don't be mealy-mouthed, he's not taking it to another level, and he's sharing with other people. So he's taking information, knowledge that he got from out of Savannah, Georgia. He's not catapulting that information to other people. And they're not saying, who is this Jamal? Then he said, and they say, every time you write down, you put down 1501. They're like, what is that, a gang? He said, no, it's a family. So he's not immersed in this very thing that he got in Savannah, Georgia. We're saying to some of y'all right now, and those you around the entire country, he's not taking that information. And that's why I tell them, we plant the seed in you, let you take it to another level. And that's what it is. It gets nurtured. You get that sunlight, it gets that water, it gets that nutrients in the soil. And so that's why I'm saying, for some of you, you got to now go and understand, you have to have a revolution. It's the revolution of self. That they say the greatest people talk about jihad. They hear jihad, they say, oh, holy war. No, it's not. It's about perseverance. And they tell you that the greatest war is the war of self. So when Coach Carter is saying that some of y'all going to give up, I'm not saying any of y'all, I'm talking to people outside of this run tell that family. I'm saying other people, they give up by February 14th.
Done.
The greatest war is the war of self, of you not saying, regardless if somebody had passed away, if my family is, not acting right, if my job is getting on my nerves, and then I had a car accident, regardless of all that, you still say, I still got to make this work. I still got to go forward. Coach Carter tell you, he said, listen here, I'm a suffer. And when you understand it, you're like,
I want to suffer.
I'm just gonna go for it.
I
Yes,
gonna
I'm
suffer.
gonna suffer.
That's
But
look,
it's that diligence is the greatest war of self. That's that revolution. We gotta have that revolution of our mind, of our spirit, of our body to make a change for our communities and for ourselves. That's how we improve. And that's why I just throw it out. The Kwanzaa Crawl is a part of a revolution.
Shout out Keisha Gibson Carter, killer, my wife, monster. That Kwanzaa Crawl. And I was thinking, when you start talking about you can kill the revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. She started a revolution. That Kwanzaa Crawl is killer. Keisha Gibson, killer. And it's everybody love it. It's endorsing black businesses, putting money back in the black hands. And it said that the people businesses have reported back to her, they made more money in the night than they made in months. And one night, it's the greatest grossing night in the whole year.
And one business when it said they made 2.5 times more the entire week of the Kwanzaa Crawl than before. They're more than what they had throughout the entire year. That goes to show you that revolution. Again, your revolution is about you thinking new ways.
Thank you.
You're envisioning and again saying that you are now rowing your boat. You taking action. You making movement.
That's right.
And guess what? Maryland. Life becomes a dream.
Life becomes a dream. And my life, and Kwanzaa Crawl, Keisha Gibson Carter, Dr. Jamal, and everyone, I don't know all the names who helped it. You are making life a dream for these business owners, for the community in Kwanzaa Crawl. And that's what we're talking about. The social implication of row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily. Make everybody life.
That's right. Oh my God.
A dream.
That's right.
Not just a couple of people alive.
That's right. They got heaven for them, but you got hell for you.
Exactly.
No.
Tune in. Make everybody. Thank you. And everybody, all the people who support it. If I call Keisha and your name. Stop calling name people like that. Say my name. Trust me. This is Run Tell. This is a fitness show. Exercise show. But we're going to put that in. But we like the fact that life for everybody. So we looking out for everybody. Some just look out for themselves.
Yep.
But we want everybody to eat. Everybody get opportunity.
Everybody be happy.
Then Dr. Jamal, everybody be happy. Everybody. We row your boat gently down the stream. We got 2 minutes left.
And that's why we do this right here. Because again, it's not about being selfish, it's about being selfless.
Exactly.
That again, we are able to excel when we all excel together. We have a better society when all of us are excelling. And that's why, again, I'm emphasizing this point. Again, we see detrimental things happening to us in our communities, and some of us think that that's how it's supposed to be.
No.
I'm supposed to eat bad food all the time.
No.
I'm supposed to have the worst of the worst.
Right.
That's what I'm supposed to have. No, I'm not supposed to have a good education. I'm not supposed to have any of that.
No.
Nothing's good for me. I'm just supposed to try to get by.
No. It's merely, that's not merely. That's not row. Look, we row your boat gently down and go do so. If you know in your community that things being just like Keisha, just like Alicia, just like people, change it. That Kwanzaa Crawl started because there were loans that came to Savannah and it was not given out. There was only one black business. And everybody want to talk about, we want to blame who. Ultimately, the mayor Van was responsible. Ultimately. You want to talk about who? Ultimately. And so